SGC here, and we're back with a first impression. Something new, because I've finally found a Korean drama that I want to watch, and I want to share it with you as this is the first impression for King of High School Life Conduct. Actually, I have no idea what's the correct English name for this series, but, you know, the Korean name is on top, and anyway, let's get it on. So coming off with an episode of 16 and the broadcast network of TVN, I'm new to this Korean thing. We have a romantic comedy about a naive, immature, and clueless high school kid who is a hockey player, and he somehow ends up working at a company in place of his brother that apparently looks exactly like him despite their age gap of 9 years. So he lives a double life as a student and a high-positioned office worker, and that's pretty much the entire series. And as a first episode, I would say this was a good episode. So basically, why I even am watching this series is basically for the lead, Seo In Guk. You have seen my unboxings. I unboxed his most recent album recently. Check that out. I last saw him in Reply 1997. That series was about a series of high school kids during the craze of the K-pop era when it first started with the group stuff, and I really enjoyed his acting, and I was like, whoa, new series, why not check it out? So as the first episode, it was pretty amusing, and it had a great pacing in terms of just the character and getting to know who's who of the series. Though initially I would say the plot wasn't clear until the very end of the first episode, because I wasn't entirely sure as to what happened to him during the office scenes and then he went as a high schooler, because I don't think there was a clear indication that this was prior, the high school scenes were prior to this office scene. I wasn't entirely sure. Maybe I'm blind and I totally missed that notion. So yeah, I'm going to butcher names, so I'm not going to do that this time around. Check below for the full casting, but I'm really happy that they were a roundabout pacing in terms of character introductions. You know where everyone stands in this series as the co-worker that he's going to work with sooner or later, and then the high school crush that he has, and that dude that's pretty intense, and as like the other director. I really enjoyed their character development throughout this first episode, and it looks fun, and I can't wait to watch the rest of the series. I will recommend it to you if you enjoyed Reply 1997. Soo In Guk here is pretty fun to watch, and I would say the rest of the cast is interesting, and humor is there for sure. Anyway, that's pretty much it. If you have seen this series, do leave me a comment below and tell me what you thought about it, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And that is pretty much it for this first impression of King of High School Life Conduct.